Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Today I will be reading one of my Substacks that I've created in the last, day or so. Walking away in a state of power. We're just going to let that sit for a second. Walking away in a state of power. I hope you like it. There was a time in my life when walking away felt like failure. Not because I didn't know my worth, but because I loved deeply. I believed in people. I believed in second chances. I believed that if I showed up with enough patience, enough grace, enough understanding, eventually things would find their way back to a place of mutual care. I have always been that way. A dreamer. A big dreamer at that. A creator. And a woman who sees possibility when others see endings. The woman behind Sunchaser Unlimited was never just building a business. She was building hope, piece by piece, design by design, quote by quote. She was trying to create the very things she wished existed when her own heart needed them. The mugs, the journals, the shirts, the words, none of it was ever just merchandise. It was healing disguised as creativity. Healing disguised as creativity. It was love looking for somewhere to land. And if I'm honest, there were seasons when I poured so much of myself into others that I forgot I was worthy of receiving that same care in return. I wanted the love I was willing to give, the kind that is gentle, consistent, intentional. The kind that doesn't leave you questioning where you stand. The kind that feels safe. As the years passed, life taught me something unexpected. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. And not every connection is meant to become a forever story. Not every person has the capacity to meet you where you stand. And that realization can break your heart if you let it. Or it can set you free. For a long time, I thought power looked loud. I thought it looked winning. Being chosen, being validated, and getting that apology. Being understood. But I see power differently now. Power is choosing peace when chaos is familiar. Power is refusing to shrink yourself to fit inside someone else's limitations. Power is accepting what is instead of exhausting yourself fighting for what could be. Power is knowing your value even when someone else cannot recognize it. And perhaps the greatest power of all is learning how to leave without losing yourself. Because walking away is not always an act of anger. Sometimes it is an act of love. Love for your future, love for your spirit, love for the woman you are becoming. The woman who still believes in love but no longer begs for it. Or the woman who still has a tender heart but stronger boundaries. Or the woman who still hopes but no longer waits for permission to live. These days, my joy looks different. It looks like creating something beautiful simply because it makes my soul happy. It looks like early mornings and new ideas. It looks like designing journals that encourage people to write their truth. It looks like building dreams that once lived only in my imagination. It looks like healing. Not perfect healing, not linear healing. Just honest healing. The kind that happens when you stop running from yourself and finally sit with your own story. My story contains joy, but it also contains heartbreak. It contains lessons I never asked for, but it also contains love that arrived, and love that left, and love that changed me. But most importantly, it contains me. Still standing, still creating, I'm still believing, and guess what? Still chasing the sun. Because that is what sun chasers do. We don't deny the darkness. We simply refuse to let it be the final chapter. So if you find yourself standing at the edge of something that is no longer serving you, a relationship, a dream that has expired, or an old version of yourself, know this. You do not have to leave angry. You don't have to leave bitter. And you don't have to leave with your heart hardened. You can leave with grace. You can leave with wisdom. You can leave with your peace intact. And you can leave with your softness untouched. And you can walk away in a state of power, not because you stopped loving, but because you finally remembered to love yourself. With love, Felicia, founder of Sun Chaser Unlimited, Evergreen Girl. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. I know this was a long one, and I appreciate everyone who's supporting me. Those who make it known and those who don't. Enjoy the rest of your day or night or morning, wherever you are. Godspeed.